Mutai Peter Jenga, Kenyan.
Mutai Felix, 28, Kenya.
Martin Manajega, 36 years, Kenya.
A video surfaces online. A group of men in Russian military uniforms. Their accents are unmistakable. Kenyan. One of them, exhausted and scared, looks straight into the camera and says, "My name is Kibet. I came here for a job. They gave me a gun instead." It is a surreal twist in global war. Kenyans fighting in Ukraine, not for ideology, not for money, but for survival.
Kazi tunaendelea vizuri. Ndio bro. Yaani anakutia unga kwa familia. Hakuna kazi poa kama hii. Kama unatoka hapa. Tuko hapa inshallah. Hizo story zingine ni watu wako na story zao.
Yes, it is true. Kenyans are fighting in the Russia-Ukraine war, but not how you think. Many were lured to Russia with promises of lucrative jobs, up to 500,000 shillings a month, plus free housing and training opportunities. What they found instead were contracts written in Russian, binding them to serve in military units. By the time they realized what they had signed, it was too late.
Wanted the military job, I don't want. I didn't went Russia for military job. I went there as a visitor to look for different places, nice places. I spent there 2 weeks.
Ukrainian officials have confirmed capturing at least 4 such individuals. Among them, Kibet, a well-known athlete, who said he arrived as a tourist and was tricked into joining the Russian army.
After 1 day was remaining for me to go back to Kenya, this guy who received me in Russia asked me, "Evans, how do you see Russia?" I tell him, "Russia is good." He asked me, "Will you like to stay here?" I say, "Yeah, yes, but the problem is that my visa is expired." He told me, "No, I can do something for you." I asked him why. He told me, "I have a job." So I asked him which kind of job. He don't tell me. He came in the evening with the papers written in Russian. He told me, "This is the job I want you to do." So I didn't know it was a military.
The Kenyan government has acknowledged these cases as human trafficking victims, not mercenaries. But the damage is already done, and the videos circulating online show a haunting reality. In September 2025, police in Nairobi raided an apartment complex where 22 people were waiting for transport to Moscow, passports confiscated, contracts pre-signed. One Russian national, believed to be a part of a larger syndicate, was arrested. The operation was linked to a network targeting jobless youths, former security officers, and ex-military men. They were told they would work as construction helpers or security staff in Russia, only to find themselves enrolled in combat units like the 102nd Regiment. What's more disturbing is the sophistication of the scheme. Fake agencies, professional websites, official-looking invitation letters from Moscow universities. For many, it looked like a legitimate path out of poverty, until they were standing in a Russian training camp. Kenya's Ministry of Foreign Affairs has been walking a diplomatic tightrope. Officials confirm that 3 citizens have already been repatriated, and others are being traced through Ukrainian custody. But behind the scenes, there is a quiet anger at how easily young Kenyans are being deceived abroad. A senior government told the media, "These are victims, not combatants. Russia's exploitation of our citizens is unacceptable. Still, the truth is uncomfortable. Economic desperation, not patriotism, not politics, is what is pushing Kenyans into foreign wars."
Kazi tunaendelea vizuri. Ndio bro. Yaani anakutia unga kwa familia. Hakuna kazi poa kama hii. Kama unatoka hapa. Tuko hapa inshallah. Hizo story zingine ni watu wako na story zao.
Meanwhile, Russia insists that some Kenyans are volunteers. In 2024, Moscow claimed that 5 Kenyans were actually fighting for Ukraine, a counter-narrative Kenya dismissed as false and inconsistent with the neutrality policy. Both claims, Russians and Ukrainians, reveal one thing: in the information war, poor nations' citizens become pawns. Their suffering becomes someone else's propaganda. Kenya, which has consistently called for diplomatic resolution at the UN, now finds itself awkwardly entangled in a war it never joined.
Gitai Peter Jenga, Kenya, that's two.
Muhammadia Khatibi Iran. Mutai Felix 28 Kenya. Меня зовут Сумчанджа, мне 20 лет. Я с Китая.
Muhammad Kafarli Damian, Colombia.
Виталий, 49 лет.
Православный. Меня зовут Моенбан, 25, я из Китая.
Меня зовут Инхан, 34, Китай.
Martin Manajega, 36 years, Kenya.
The crisis cuts deeper than foreign policy. It's about a generation of Kenyan youth facing joblessness, high living costs, and dwindling hope. When a message appears promising a job abroad, they grab it. When it turns out to be a trap, the world shrugs. But these aren't isolated stories. They are symptoms of something larger: the erosion of trust, opportunity, and security in a globalized economy that preys on the desperate. The image of a Kenyan soldier standing in the snow under a foreign flag should hound Kenyans, because behind that image is a broken promise. The promise that hard work, not deception, can change your life. The question now is, will Kenya act fast enough to protect its citizens before more are lost to a war that isn't theirs? Or will this simply fade? Another story buried under geopolitics.
Hawa waliamua kuwa watajoin. Sasa kwa sababu umeenda Russia na umejiunga na kikosi cha Russia, wengine wameenda Ukraine wakajiunga na Ukraine, wengine wameandikwa katika mataifa mengine yote. Ukienda paka Netherlands na Switzerland huko utapata Wakenya ambao wako kwa jeshi. Mbona wakati huo hakuna mtu ameweza kuteta? Lakini kwa sababu ya mtu mmoja ambaye aliweza kurudi hapa na hakusajiliwa na watu wetu na watu wengine tofauti, amekuja kwa sababu ameona ameshatoka kule na pengine alipata mambo yake pale, amefika hapa anaona nikiweza kushtua serikali na hawa watu naweza pewa pengine kitu. Hakuna kitu atapewa.
If this story shocked you, it should, because the next viral video of foreign fighters could feature someone you know. Newsroom, Maisha TV, Ushabi Jr.